Good evening and welcome to the Bronco Activities Complex. We're at Lee Summit North High School in tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Suburban Gold Conference football as we've got number 9 Ray-Pec taking on number 13 Lee Summit North on a homecoming night here for the Broncos. Hi everybody, Kevin White along with Johnny Beck, our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. And we have a new sideline reporter tonight. Bethany Bowman will be helping us out. We'll hear from her in just a moment. But Johnny, we've got the defending state champs here tonight coming off a tough loss, taking on a very good Lee Summit North team in a very tough conference.
Yeah, both these teams have aspirations of getting deep into the playoffs. Obviously, we know Ray-Pec, defending state champions. Lee Summit North, that's a team that's going to try and get to that level this year.
Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile, and this guy won the Otis Taylor Award, the top wide receiver in the metro area, Jaden Doss of Ray-Pec.
And he did it as a sophomore, leading his team to the state championship. He was the leading receiver. This year, we're going to see him line up in a couple different positions as they're trying to get him the ball as much as they can.
And for Lee Summit North, their quarterback is Trey Baker.
And Trey Baker's a guy who's going to do it both ways, on the ground, in the air. He's going to take care of the football. He's a guy that's going to run the ball very efficiently and lead this offense.
Ray-Pec at Lee Summit North. It's the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. And we're back with the opening kickoff right after this. Welcome back to the Bronco Athletic Complex. Kevin White, Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman on the call. And you see something different there as far as the press box goes. Yes, another level and a great addition to the press box. I guess all the Lee Summit schools are getting work done on their press boxes. And let's go down and meet our new sideline reporter tonight. Here's Bethany Bowman.
Thanks, guys. I'm so excited to be here tonight at this Lee Summit North and Ray-Pec matchup. I got the chance to talk to both head coaches earlier this week leading up to this game. And for Lee Summit North head coach Jamar Mosey, of course, Coach Mosey, a Blue Springs graduate, he went on to play at the University of Oklahoma under head coach Bob Stoops in his first recruiting class. And, you know, learned a lot from him, got to learn so much from so many great coaches. But then, now that he has this team, he says the leadership aspect has been the biggest thing that he's seen from his guys. Now, there's a lot of talent on this roster, obviously. We'll talk about that later, but he just loved how this team has stepped up and taken command. And for Ray-Pec head coach Sean Martin, he tells me, you know, this team is a little bit younger. They had 16 guys make their first start this season. They were last year's Missouri Class 6 state champions, but this year he just wants to see them make their first full, complete game. They haven't played quite one altogether yet this season, and that's what he wants to see tonight, and they'll have to respond in a big way against this Lee Summit North team who's undefeated. Back to you guys.
There is Jamar Mosey, the former Blue Springs Wildcat running back. In his 7th year, his team 3-0, 2-0 in the conference. Ray-Pec won the opening coin toss, deferred their option to the second half, so they will kick away. They're the road team in the white uniforms with the black helmets. Their coach in his 2nd year, after a first year where he was just the Class 6 Coach of the Year as he led a team to a 12-2 mark and a state championship. That is Sean Martin. Trey Kudron will kick it off. This will be returned from the 5-yard line. It's a muff. This is Donnell Dye. He's in big trouble, and he's going to be trapped inside the 10-yard line. Well, the muff killed him, Johnny, and everybody stayed in their lanes. As you take a look at the fans tonight, it's a whiteout for the visitors from Ray-Pec. Ray more peculiar. And it's homecoming, a night in ancient Greece for the home fans. So we got some white shirts on this side and some white sheets, togas, for the other side as Trey Baker leading the offense out. Trey Baker had 3 touchdowns last week, 2 rushing and a passing touchdown. Quincy Baker, no relation, in the backfield in the pistol set. This is Quincy Baker, and a nice gain. as he's still fighting hard near the 15-yard line. So good first down run for the Broncos.
Yeah, starting inside your own 10-yard line, you just got to get some positive yards there on first down. Good job by the guys up front, creating a little bit of a running lane, and we saw Baker fight for those extra yards, getting close to a first down.
It's going to be second down and short. Broncos averaging 31 points per game. They run a pistol spread offense. And Baker flushed. Flag is down, throwing, and the pass is caught by the freshman, the coach's son, Isaiah Mosey. It is a first down across the 25, but a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
Looks like it's going to be holding there on the right tackle. You saw Trey Baker start to roll out to the right. Just a little bit of cloth there, and the white hat standing right there throws that penalty flag.
Replay second down.
So no first down on the pass from Baker to Mosey. Isaiah Mosey, freshman, new starter, coach's son, already has 2 D1 offers, and he's in the 9th grade. Teams don't wait around too much, do they, anymore?
You can't. You got to be one of the first programs in on these kids when they're young, so you establish those good, long relationships.
Second down and 8. Keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. And that was Logan Krotz. And Deontre McIntosh, the Mike linebacker, made the stop.
Yeah, did a great job of fighting off the blocking, making a good tackle there, stopping the ball carrier. Looks like they're about 5 yards short of a first down here.
Third down and 5. Let's see if the penalty for holding derails this drive. Can they convert on third down? Penalty's been a big problem for this team. Talking about the Broncos. Quick pass, caught. Not enough for the first down. As the receiver is hit immediately. That's Devin Blaney. And he is popped immediately by Elijah Van Trump.
And you see right here, just a few yards short of the first down, and an open field tackle. Rapek's going to force a 3 and out. Guess we see Lee Summit North end up going for it, which they're lined up to.
Well, their punter is their quarterback. You see a lot of teams doing this with the pooch punting and the quick kicks. Well, they're acting like they want to go for it. Panthers do have a deep man to accept the punt. Now Baker will take off and has the first down and more. Trey Baker in space across the 40, up near midfield before he's pushed out of bounds.
You saw Lee Summit North motion, get some guys in different positions. Trey Baker took a couple steps back like he was going to punt it, and he just takes off and gets the corner. See the good job downfield with the blocking. Great play call right there.
38 yards on fourth down and 1. Just saw a big opening on the wide side of the field and took advantage. And they'll have it just across the midfield stripe. First drive of the game. Back in the backfield will be Quincy Baker in the pistol. Here's Quincy up the middle. Knocked off his feet there. Looked like Isaiah Cook got a piece of him, number 98, the defensive lineman. And it's going to be a gain of about 3 yards, second down and 7. For Lee Summit North, 4-5 last year. They had to shut down their season early due to the pandemic. So they're looking to bounce back. I said, can this team win a state title, Coach Mosey? And he said they can.
Especially when you look at those guys up front. You know, it all starts with the offensive line, and we've seen those guys moving that line of scrimmage these first couple runs.
Baker taking off. Well, now he'll throw and completes a pass across the 30-yard line. Nice catch there by Jarrell Griffin.
Yeah, you see the umpire here. The umpire's right at the line of scrimmage, and obviously everybody's head's turned. But you see right there, the umpire has a good vantage point. He notices he's behind the line of scrimmage. No flag thrown for being across the line of scrimmage there.
Wow.
Good job by the referee. It's easy to get your eyes away from where you need to be.
At the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Flag is down prior to the snap. Your white hat tonight is Kyle Schlusher.
Dead ball, illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
We talked about the penalties, Kevin. Now that's 2 on this first opening drive here for Lee Summit North. So some things to definitely clean up on that side of the football.
They had double figures in penalties last week. And this is little speed guy, Tanner Howes, only a sophomore, not the biggest guy in the world. And he's shut down by Jack Ardito, the free safety, one of the leading tacklers for Ray Peck. But Howes is one of their quick little guys that they like to get touches to. And he leaves them now 2nd down. And still a long way to go. Still need 15 yards with that penalty walk-off. We've seen a holding penalty nearly derail this drive early. Timeout, Lee Summit North.
Timeout, Lee Summit North. It's their first charge timeout.
Yeah, Lee Summit North had a couple guys not knowing which side of the ball, so you're going to take that timeout early, make sure you don't cost your team any more penalty yards.
Well, let's check in now with Bethany.
Guys, as you can see here, we have a phenomenal stadium that we're playing this game in. It's very new. All of Lee Summit District got a bond to improve their stadiums. One really nice part that athletic director Mike McGurk told me was his favorite is the press box. When I walked in it, you could still smell the new paint. That's how new it is. Has several levels for all of the visiting coaches, for the home coaches, for all the media. And they said that is just such an upgrade from the basically closets that they had for the media last year. So this is just really one of the best high school stadiums you're going to find around the area, as well as the other Lee Summit districts. Back to you guys.
We're up on the video deck. There's our camera crew broadcasting here, and a big run by the freshman. This is the coach's son, and he's very close to a 1st down. Isaiah Mosey, the 9th grader.
And you see the confidence that this coaching staff and team has in Mosey. Taking the snap as the quarterback and does a good job of having good vision right there, just following his blockers, picking up the 1st down.
What a dynamic looking freshman, Isaiah Mosey. And he's doing a little wildcat action, and now the ball snapped right past him. And he'll go back and cover it back to the 40-yard line, a loss of 18. Oh my. Well, yeah, I don't think he was ready for that one. As the center there, Taylor, snapped it. And like Mosey was still adjusting his mouthpiece or something.
Yeah, it's a tough position to be in. You know, you just had a big run and you're getting back there, trying to get the play call on the field. Miscommunication cost him about 25 yards.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They lose a lot of yardage. And now a running play to Kratz. Kratz taken down by Ardito near the 34-yard line. He'll get about 6 yards on the play. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of everything. Snap miscue, some penalties, but the Broncos still moving the ball here in the first series of the game.
We've seen 4 different people carry the rock, so they're definitely going to spread the ball out on the offense. We've seen Trey Baker with the big run, Mosey with the big run. Kratz has gotten a couple. Looking to get the ball in different guys' hands, keep this Ray Peck defense on their heels a little bit.
Tight end Grayson Bell to the right. Another flag down.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Well, they move it from the 34 to the 39-yard line. So penalties may indeed end up derailing this drive, as they've already got a handful to the Broncos. As Baker to throw on third down and long, being flushed. Throwing down the field, the pass gonna be caught on the sideline. Let's see what the call is. Blaney and the defender were battling. Still waiting for a call. Blaney pleading his case, saying I made the catch. The officials are getting together now to talk about it.
And it's hard to tell who had the ball when. I think the Ray-Peg defender had the...
It's right near the first down stake. It's just inside the 10-yard line near the 8.
And they are calling it a catch.
So it is a catch. 31 yards. Now is it a first down or not? Ah, there was a flag down. Let's see if we can see the penalty. Here's the battle between the receiver and the defensive back, and just took it away from
They definitely caught that ball.
Van Trump. But it's all waved off for a penalty. Yep, right on the sideline. Devin Blaney leads the team in yardage.
Like the slot moved just a little bit too soon. Although the flag came out a few seconds after the play had started, so I'm not real sure. I don't see any explanation being given to the coaches.
Now it's third down and a country mile. Back to the 44-yard line. Baker over the middle, finds his tight end, Grayson Bell, who's headed to the Naval Academy. He'll get some of the yardage back, but only get it down to the 27, so they're well shy of the first down.
You see the big target here across the middle, Bell. Good job securing that ball. Obviously not getting close to the first down, but picking up enough. Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal here. Well, going to be a 44-yard field goal attempt.
This is right at the edge of his range. Seth Simpson is your kicker. He's 0 for 1 in field goals this year. No good. So a long drive, penalty filled, and it ends up with a long missed field goal by Simpson.
Yeah, and they sent the field goal unit out there with confidence. They were going to kick that thing, and good snap, good hold. Looks like he just pulled it just a little bit. Definitely had the distance. From up here, it looked good, but we're going to trust those guys down on the field and that camera angle right there. But see, good operation right here. Ball gets placed down. Those footballs don't go exactly where you want. Either way, Lee Summit North, they're going to be talking to their guys on the sideline about sure not committing any stupid penalties and keeping the offense moving in the right direction.
Now it's the turn of Xander Dombrowski, transfer from Blue Springs South. Junior, 5'10", 175 pounds. Dual threat quarterback. Also a very good wrestler as well. Dombrowski in the offense will take over. 20-yard line, quick pitch it out. Running room for Nick Carr. And a nice first down run for Nick Carr, the senior, 200 pounds. Say one of their more improved players on their team. A kid that had to wait his turn and got a good block on the edge here. It set him free.
Yeah, Tucker Miller doing a good job of initially chipping that end and then working up to the second level. Able to spring Carr around the corner. Big pickup there on first down for Ray-Peg.
Yeah, 12 yards in the first down. There is Tucker Miller. basketball, baseball, football athlete. Father of the principal at Ray-Pec as well. And this pass to the outside is wide and incomplete, as they were looking for Victor Clote. And the coverage was right there with DeAndre Beasley.
Yeah, tough throw across the field there for Dombrowski's. Trying to get that ball all the way to the opposite sideline and just not able to get enough behind it.
Dombrowski came to Ray-Pec in the spring. First thing he did was go out for the track team and got a chance to meet several of the guys already on the football team, and got to meet assistant track coach, now the head football coach. That is Sean Martin. This running play is stuffed. It's going to be third down and long, but he said, how was he as a track athlete, Coach Martin? He said he would do anything. Wherever we put him, he would take part. More importantly, he got to know a lot of people, including the head football coach, Sean Martin.
Well, anytime you're coming into a new program and you're going to be competing for that starting quarterback position, it's so imperative that you build those relationships with your coaches, coordinators, and obviously your teammates.
And an official's timeout.
Officials timeout for equipment.
Well, one of the members of the chain gang is
they're
jocked off
missing
the
their other side of their 10-yard marker.
So there was an equipment failure on the first down markers, and that's what we're waiting on. So that man is jogging back to the locker room to get some new equipment. So we're in a equipment timeout.
Well, there's Bobby Bell Jr. right there. He's part of the chain gang.
Well, yeah. Of course, Grayson Bell, Bobby Bell Sr., his grandfather, the Chiefs Hall of Famer. I want to say congratulations. He was the Optimus Club Student of the Month for the month of September. So he's an excellent student. I'm talking about Grayson Bell, the senior here at Lee Summit North. And the chain gang, he found a new yard marker, it looks like.
He's out of breath.
Well, he's slowly making his way to the field, but we're going to play anyway on 3rd down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Zander scrambling, pumping, running, and right near the first down marker. Looks like he's got it by about a half yard. Dombrowski scrambling for 10 yards, and it looks like a first down.
And you see him right there, good pocket presence, understands that the pocket's starting to collapse around him. Notices an open spot in the middle of the field, does a good job. And like Kevin just talked about, he went out for the track team in the spring. We saw a little bit of that speed right there, picking up that first down.
Tackled by Owen Cole, as you see Morgan Simmons, outside linebacker, a little shaken up on that last play. 1st and 10, Panthers. Hot night, temperatures in the mid-80s. Running play. This is Thomas Fager. Now the 3rd Fager brother that's come through, following his older brother Phil, who played on last year's team. Thomas, the junior, they say, is pound for pound the strongest guy on the team and shows great speed on a nice run there for a first down.
Yeah, for being a bigger guy, he's got some agility to him, does a good job of getting up the sideline. We talked about it on that first run of the game for Ray-Pec. They're doing a really good job of setting the edge. Guys blocking downfield, allowing these running backs to get to the 2nd and 3rd level.
Nick Carr trying to cut back. Not much doing there, as that was Jaden McGee, the defensive end, making a nice stop. Leads the team in tackles for a loss. This one will only go for 1. As you take a look at McGee, number 43, 12 total tackles coming in. Mark Simcox is the defensive coordinator, longtime Park Hill South coach, and that's where he met Jamar Mosey when he was a coach there. That's how the relationship really sprung forward. Second down and long. Dombrowski, a chase, hit from behind, ball loose. Ball on the field, covered up in midfield by the Broncos. Jaden McGee knocked it free, and I think Taylor covered it up for the fumble recovery. But the big guy got the credit, but it was McGee from behind knocking it away from the Panther quarterback.
Yeah, we saw Dombrowski a few plays ago, able to elude that pressure right here. McGee coming on the outside, does a good job getting that hand up, getting that ball out. Lee Summit North taking advantage of the fumble. Gonna start here at midfield, good field position.
Late first quarter, first turnover. Ray Peck now -4 in turnover ratio. Here's Baker. Quincy with some nifty moves. Quincy down the sidelines. Needs a block. Gets that block. 10-5. He's inside the 5. It'll be first and goal near the 4-yard line. 47 yards for Q Baker, and the Broncos in business here late first quarter.
Again, you see the downfield blocking. It starts here first. Mosey's getting the block, and then downfield, Bell taking care of his guy, allowing Baker to work his way up the sideline. Almost gets in the end zone. Good job by that Ray Peck defender there. Fabian Bilby saving the touchdown.
Baker caught in the backfield and going down. Nice play by Andrew Brokaw. The Sam linebacker had the penetration and get credit for a tackle for a loss. Brokaw, like Tom Brokaw, the NBC newsman.
I had imagined that Baker was a little bit tired after that long run, and you see Krotz come into the game now. Looks like they're going to go back to that Wildcat package here.
Mosey and the Wildcat, the freshman, gets a block on the edge and gets to the pylon. Touchdown, Lee Summit North. 7 yards for the freshman, Isaiah Mosey. And the Broncos on homecoming night strike first.
I'll tell you what, man, this crowd is fired up.
Extra point, no good, off the upright, and dances away. So it's 6-0 Lee Summit North.
You see the touchdown run here. Mosey doing a good job. We talked about it in his first rush of the game. Just stays patient, doesn't try and get out in front of the blockers, lets his guys do their job and finds that front pylon and gets right to it. All started with the turnover. 3 plays later, Lee Summit North finds the end zone. First points on the board.
Let's check in now with Bethany.
Yeah, guys, I'm looking at number 15, Morgan Simmons, who went down with an injury right before that touchdown for Lee Summit North. They're working on him right now. Looks like a high ankle sprain. They said when they started working on it, he said a little bit higher, and was grimacing in quite a bit of pain. But put his helmet back on, and you can definitely tell he wants to get back out there if he can. So hopefully we'll see him here later in this game, but as of now, working on a high ankle sprain for Morgan Simmons. Back to you guys.
Simpson just missed his second PAT of the year, has it on the tee to send it back to the Panthers. And this will be unreturnable as it goes all the way to the back of the end zone. So first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Well, I guess the positive, Johnny, is Dombrowski and the offense were moving the ball until the Ball was knocked away from the quarterback and covered up in midfield. It looked like they were getting their ground game going, but the turnovers have hurt this team. They're now -4 turnover ratio this year.
Well, Bethany talked about the 16 new starters on both sides of the ball, and anytime you got a bunch of young guys out there, you know, they've got to get some of that game experience, and those Lee Summit North defenders, they're coming fast.
Nick Carr caught in the backfield and thrown for a loss. Jaden McGee there again. McGee having a big game, the defensive end for the Broncos. So we're winding down your first quarter clock. McGee had the big strip sack. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. One turnover, one touchdown for the home team. Lee Summit North able to get a strip sack. Long run by Baker, capped by the Mosey 7-yard touchdown run. Broncos lead after one on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Welcome back to Lee Summit North. Homecoming for 2021. Guess what? Tomorrow night, Johnny, the dance is going to be held right there on the football field. Social distancing, everybody outside and spaced out. So a night in ancient Greece. Go get your toga. Get ready to go. That's the theme this year. Second down and long as they had a tackle for a loss our last run. So we'll start the second quarter with Ray Peck behind the sticks. Nick Carr trying to get out of trouble again. Not much. Boy, this Bronco defense starting to swarm.
And it starts up front. You see Big Dolman up front, 99. They've got some guys up front on both sides of the ball and just make it really hard for this Ray Peck team to get any sort of push either way.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll leave it third down and 12. There is Big Michael Dolman. 379. Hubbard up front, 360. Some big dudes up front for the Broncos. Miller goes in motion. Dombrowski setting up the screen to Jaden Doss. And Michael Dolman at 379, just bear hug Jaden Doss, and he just disappeared off your screen. And it's going to be fourth down and long. Big number 99 read the wide receiver screen to the Otis Taylor Award winner.
And we talked in the pregame about different ways to get Jaden Doss, their playmaker, get him the ball in his hands, and right there, Lee Summit North, they're keying in on that on third down, and big stop there, going to force Ray Peck to punt deep in their own territory.
Nick Carr, the running back, serves as their punter. And he sends this one down the field. Fair catch called for and taken in midfield by Blaney. 33 yards, no return. Good field position now for the Broncos, leading 6-0 on a 7-yard rushing touchdown by Isaiah Mosey. Trying to take advantage of the short field. They've lost 2 straight to Ray Peck.
Big Caden Green right there, number 75. He's a guy that's getting a ton of looks from Power 5 conferences.
Yeah, like 30 offers. He's a very good student. Saying he's a national prospect as a tackle. Now, Howe's checking on the field late. This is their little gadget guy. He's lining up in the pistol. Blaney goes in motion from midfield, 1st and 10. Here's Howes with that speed. Get a nice gain there. Give up 4 yards, so this guy just hits the hole quickly. Not the biggest guy in the world.
Well, you got those guys up front. You're able to get to that second and third level. You can kind of see Lee Summit North really controlling the line of scrimmage. allowing these ball carriers to get a full head of steam working downhill.
And Howes only goes $145, but like his quicks out there. Also plays baseball at the high school. Howes again. There's his speed. First down and more as he got low there and dove inside the 35 near the 34-yard line. A gain of 7 for Tanner Howes.
You see how low to the ground he runs. It's really hard to get good contact on him, and right as they try and tackle him, he just kind of ducks down and picks up another 3 to 4 yards.
Averaging 8 yards per carry is this sophomore. The way Coach Mosey was talking about him, seemed like more touches are coming his way as he likes what he's getting from number 5, Tanner Howes. Quincy Baker back in the ball game. Quincy on a cutback. Quincy into the secondary. And Quincy down near the 21-yard line. A gain of 13 and a first down. And right now the Broncos are gashing him.
And you see Quincy Baker with the quick cutback, not trying to do anything fancy. Reads his offensive line, reads the blocks. Anytime you can get fresh legs out there, you're going to keep the defense on their heels. And we're seeing the spelling of running backs here as they've had 3 different ball carriers.
Keenan Huff made the last stop in the secondary as we're going to get a timeout on the field. Timeout, Rapek. Coach Martin scratching his head right now, looking for a way to stop this Bronco ground game.
You know, anytime you face a team like Lee Summit North and they've got the guys up front that they have, and you're just telling your guys, you got to stay assignments out, got to make sure that you're doing your job. And sometimes, you know, when you give up a couple big plays, you get some guys pointing fingers at each other, and you just got to get those guys rallied back around. Understanding we're going to need all 11 guys on defense to stop this offense.
Well, the Broncos heating up on the ground, Johnny.
Right there, Howes just untouched until about 5 yards. Here comes Quincy Baker into the game. Same scenario. They're getting to that second, third level every single time they touch the ball.
So after the Panther timeout, the 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Broncos driving. Howes back in the backfield. Baker to throw, looking for Howes out of the backfield, and just missed him. He'd beaten his man, but the pass was a little long, incomplete.
Had the wheel route there. Howes ran a good route. Good job up front protecting the quarterback. Baker just a little bit too tall on the overthrow there.
So close. 2nd down and 10. Howes, very versatile player. We've seen him running back, wide receiver. Quick pass to the outside. It's caught. Guess who? Mosey. And he's down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The freshman continues to dazzle here in the first half.
Trey Baker doing a good job coming back the next play, throwing a strike. And we see why Mosey's on the field. I mean, he's a playmaker. He's a guy that's going to make you miss. Sure-handed. All the things you're looking for to be a playmaker on that side of the ball, he's showcasing in this first half.
16 yards on the catch and run by Isaiah Mosey. He has the first score of the game, and he's in the Wildcat. And he runs into his own guy and now just lowers his head and shoulders, and now the white jersey's throwing back.
A little frustration there by the Rapek defense. They're tired of giving up these yards, trying to send a message.
Well, he lost a yard on the play and looked a little discombobulated. He ran into his own player here. Doink, yeah, right into my own guy there. And then it was all Rapek defense. And a loss of a yard back to the 5. Second down and goal from the 5. Trey Baker back in. Trots in the backfield. Wide splits, and the quarterback will take off. And he's taken down by McIntosh, the Mike linebacker.
And you saw McIntosh just on that quarterback spy. Like that lineman tried to get up to that second level, but McIntosh doing a good job of keeping his leverage, not allowing Baker up the field.
McIntosh was the will linebacker last year. Now moved to the Mike linebacker. He and Ardito probably going to be their leading tacklers. Now third down and goal from the 5. Just inside the 5 make it as they go empty, and a bunch set of receivers to the quarterback's right. He looks that way, finds his man Blaney. The blocking is good. Touchdown! Lee Summit North, Devin Blaney. Simpson with the PAT try, and this one up and good. So he is 1 for 2, and a unique formation here, Johnny. The bunch set of wide receivers set up the block, and they get the touchdown.
Yeah, you go 5 wide, but like you said, unconventionally, you have a lineman out there as your lead blocker, and he does a good job of getting a hat on a hat. The rest of the guys pinch their guys inside. Baker knows he's just got to get that ball out as quick as he can, and Blaney does the rest, get into that end zone. East Summit North is taking advantage now on 2 short fields, able to turn both those drives into touchdowns.
Ivy scoring drive. Johnny mentioned they had the short field, took over at midfield stripe. Nice ground game, then capped by a receiving touchdown by Devin Blaney, his 3rd of the year.
And you see the different playmakers on this offensive side for Lee Summit North. You've seen Mosey have a couple big plays, Blaney a couple big plays, Quincy Baker, Howes. So it's really tough to key in on 1 or 2 guys for this Ray Peck defense.
Nick Carr deep back. And no chance on the return. Goes through the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Well, Ray Peck lost last week to Liberty North. Trying to bounce back on the road after a dream season where they went 12-2 last year and shut out St. Louis School. Smet 23-0 in the championship game. And I said to Coach, I said, how many people contact you about upsetting and beating DeSmet, a St. Louis private school, in the final game? And he said, oh, a lot of people were really happy with that W. And that's the 4th championship. Of course, the other 3 won by Tom Cruise, now at Rockhurst, coaching with Kelly Donahoe's staff. But pretty good first year for Sean Martin. I mean, it started out poorly. His father passed away prior to the season, so he was dealing with that. And then his guys went 12-2 and won another state crown for the Panthers.
We had some really good leaders on that team last year, starting with Conrad Hawley at the quarterback position. So anytime you're trying to fill the void after a state championship team, the last position you want to start at is quarterback.
This is their double wing look. One of those wings is the very dangerous Jaden Doss. This is an old-style Ray Peck offense, as they'll give it off to Fager on the toss. Fager tripped up, just shy of the 25-yard line. Double slot, double wing set. Ray Peck used to run that quite a bit.
Just Mack on the tackle there. He's the KU commit.
Free safety man, Dewan Mack. Father, Dewan Sr., does a lot of the film work. They have a very close relationship. Second down and 6. Dombrowski looking deep middle, has a man, and the ball is juggled and then caught. What a catch. He juggled it near his waist, then he regripped again and then grabbed it before it hit the turf. What a play. Jaden Riddell, as the play goes for 39 yards.
Give a lot of credit to Dombrowski.
Unbelievable.
He had to get his shoulders turned as the Lee Summit North defense guy was in his face and just had to get rid of the ball. What a catch. Great concentration there to haul in the big gain there.
Draw play to Nick Carr, breaks a tackle, using the stiff arm, fighting, and finally ridden down. As it takes a couple of Broncos to get him down, Beasley and Mack combine on the stop, and Nick Carr showing a lot of strength on that run, and it'll be a first down to the 21-yard line.
Ray-Pec team's picking up a little bit of momentum. Get some points on the board here late in the second quarter.
It would be a great bounce back drive for the Panthers, as they were losing last week 21-0 to Liberty North, and they thought they were going to get back in the game. Then they threw a pick 6 and down 28-0. And the Eagles finished off the ball game. As here's Fager trying to cut back, and he is taken down nicely. As making the stop for the Bronco D that time was Randall Ward, the defensive end. And see a lot of good things about this guy. Leads the team in sacks. Quarterback hurries, and he'll get a tackle for a loss on Fager on this one.
I see Fager trying to get to the outside. Summit North does a good job just stretching it out to the sideline, not allowing the ball carry to turn upfield there.
Second down and long. Panthers throwing and incomplete. I don't know if that was Nick Carr's ball. Who were they looking for that time? I think the Carr's going, was that for me or
You had
going
Carr,
on there?
yeah, you had Carr on the shallow and Jaden Doss on a quick slant. I think Carr thought maybe it was going to the next level, so he kind of put his, he about took it off the ear hole.
Puts him behind the sticks again. Now third down and long, third down and 12. Deepest penetration, best drive of the night, but trailing 13-0 on the road. Go with the fade to the sophomore who went out of bounds. No flags on the play. It'll be incomplete.
Lee Summit North brings the pressure there on third down. Dombrowski looks like he's just trying to get that ball out of his hands. Just kind of let him out of bounds there. And Riddell really didn't have a chance of hauling that ball in. Good coverage downfield by Jameer Khan.
Trying to hit Riddell with that long 39-yard catch. Man's making a lot of noise here on 4th and 12. Panthers going to go for it. Going to Hail Mary, and it's broken up at the goal line. Good defense as they were looking for Jaden Doss. And the guy there was Beasley, and the junior cornerback out-dueling the Otis Taylor Award winner and knocks it away. It'll be ball over on downs for the Broncos.
Well, you see Beasley at the last minute get his head around, almost comes up with the interception. It's great coverage downfield, not a lot of contact. Doss is looking for the penalty there, but he's going to recognize that was just pretty good coverage. And Dombrowski up a good ball for his playmaker to get. Better play on the defensive side to force the turnover on downs.
The secondary comes up big for the Broncos as they take over at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Motion, and a flag is down.
Like the guy in motion started working towards the line of scrimmage there.
That was Yasir Winston.
Illegal procedure, Broncos.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, penalties have hurt Coach Mosey's team tonight. That was really one of his points of emphasis to me. Was like, you got to cut down on the penalties, and they have not done that tonight. It'll be a 1st and 15 back to the 19-yard line. Coming up, Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. Baker, quick one to Blaney, who just caught the touchdown pass. And he's out to the 29-yard line. He'll get 10 yards. So only 5 more for a first down. Blaney's so quick out there. All-conference wide receiver, Devin Blaney.
Yeah, you just talked about he's quick off the line of scrimmage, finds the hole in the defense and just sits down, and Baker does a good job getting the ball out of his hands quick, allowing Blaney to turn upfield and pick up a few yards.
Baker will take off and run. And he'll come up a couple yards shy of the first down. Looked like he kind of lost the snap there and kind of said, oh, okay, I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to have to improvise and get what I can. And he took off and ran.
Well, that ball, you don't want that ball to squirt out of your hands, and you see him here take that snap, and again, he's just trying to get out of his hands as quick as he can. Doesn't like what he sees, does a good job right there, tucking it, picking up some positive yards, leaving his team in a manageable 3rd down situation.
Good coverage there by Ray Peck, denied him his main opportunity. He didn't actually fumble the ball. He just saw that his guy was covered, so he decided to get what he can. Here's Baker, second effort. And Baker looks like he has enough for the first down. We'll have to see on the spot. It's close.
Yeah, it looked like he got upended and was able to keep his balance and push forward for a few yards. And
now they're saying
they're going to mark him short.
Yeah, they're going to say 4th down on the yard stake. So decision time for the Broncos. 2.5 to go before Hy-Vee at the half.
Well, like you said, big decision time here for Lee Summit North. They definitely don't want to give the ball back to Ray Peck with this field position, but at the same time, they went for it before on 4th down, deeper in their territory, and were able to pick it up.
Play clock winding down, and they'll take the timeout.
Timeout. Lee Summit North. That is their 2nd charge timeout.
Coach Mosey will mull it over with his staff. You see Mark Simcox there. The head coach is left, veteran head coach, also his defensive coordinator. Is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Good to be in Lee Summit tonight. We're at Lee Summit North High School. New press box for the Bronco Athletic Complex. Now a big 4th down coming up for the home team. 4th and less than a yard. Broncos need to go for it. Earlier in the first quarter, Trey Baker just took off and ran. Now, he is also their punter, so if he sees something that he's not happy with, he can just punt it away. In the first quarter, he saw a lot of green grass, and he took off.
And Ray Peck had a guy deep on that first one, so they took a man out of the picture. We don't see it now, so they're definitely on high alert here. I'm sure we're going to see a little chess match here. Try and get him to jump off sides.
And they'll go for it, and it's blown up. What a play there by McIntosh, the Mike linebacker with the penetration. And it'll be a tackle for a loss, ball over on downs. And the Broncos denied on 4th down here as they went with Krotz. And there's McIntosh going low, makes the first contact, then gets helped out by Gray. But what a big stop for the Panther defense.
Yeah, he was on the sellout blitz there and did a good job of timing up that snap count. So he was able to hit that line of scrimmage moving forward. And once he got in the backfield, he took care of business and called his name a couple times tonight. He's had some big-time tackles. None bigger than that one right there to give his team the ball back.
On the 30, 1st and 10, wide open receiver down the sidelines, the catch and the touchdown. That is Nick Carr. Nobody covered him out of the backfield. And the old wheel route works to a T. And the Panthers back in this ball game late 2nd quarter on the 30-yard touchdown pass from Dombrowski to Nick Carr.
And we see how fast momentum can shift. Ray Peck had a deep drive, not able to put points on the board. Lee Summit North has a chance to punt the ball away. They end up going for it. Ray Peck takes full advantage of stopping them on 4th down, getting points on the board, getting themselves right back into this game.
Kudron try the PAT. Ardito with the hold, low snap. And the extra point right through there, and we got a new ball game. The 4th down stop, a little wheel route pass, and all of a sudden, we got a ball game here in the Suburban Gold Conference.
And you see here, Dombrowski does a good job of not forcing it there, gets a little air under the ball, allowing Carr to run underneath of it. You see Carr do the rest, but sometimes as a quarterback, you try and just zip that ball out, and it ends up sailing over your teammate, but does a good job of floating it out there, and Carr's able to put the points on the board and turn that big defensive stop into points. And that's what he's telling him. Just floats that ball right over the shoulder, put it right in his hands. Good play call, good execution there for Ray Peck.
Big points late in the 2nd quarter for a team that kind of struggled through the first half. Didn't get much going. Had a turnover, cost them on a quarterback sack strip. But right back in it now. New ball game. Dye and Howes, the deep men. Dye has this ball hit off his hand, but it'll go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Broncos with 1 timeout, just over 2 to play. Seen the ground game working. We've seen their passing game working as well. I don't expect them to go quietly into the locker room here with this much time on the clock and still have a timeout in their back pocket.
Yeah, they've stayed pretty balanced this first half, so I would assume they're going to try and work this ball downfield. And they do have the 1 timeout. They're going to be able to stop the clock if they need to, but over 2 minutes on the clock, they should be able to manage this as a 2-minute drill here.
Krotz in the backfield. Baker to throw. Plenty of time. Now the pocket crumbles, and he just has to take off and able to get a yard on the play as he kind of slides awkwardly to the ground before he's taken down there by the Panthers defenders. It's kind of a weird looking slide here.
Well, he does the right thing with the slide. It's just hard sometime for those defenders to, you know, they're running full head of steam to let up.
Linebackers were waiting for him. Biondo and McIntosh kind of collaborated on it. Second down. They actually move it back to the 20-yard line, so no gain on that last run. Second down and 10. Flags before the snap.
Gonna have a delay of game.
Delay of game. Second and 15.
Baker was slow to get back to the huddle, and looks like they're going to give him the timeout instead of the delay of game.
Timeout, Lee Summit North. That is their third and final timeout. Huh?
They used the final timeout, but they are not penalized.
As of
Or
right
are
now,
they? Well,
yeah,
the yard marker is moved back, so.
typically if you burn the timeout, they're going to let
Yeah,
you
they.
take the delay. As of right now, they're not going to. Look, now you start to see the coaching staff.
Well, looks like they're going to give them the penalty and the timeout. The old double whammy.
They're going to ask for the timeout back.
Yeah, I would say give us, yeah, that's what they're saying. They're like, can we get the timeout? Yeah, that's what I think Coach Mosey's saying.
Yeah, they're going to move the ball back to.
It looked like Baker's getting a neck massage there, maybe on that last run, the way that awkward slide. Now they moved it back to the 20. Okay. Let's see if they get the down marker changed. Chain gang's going, what's going on here? The officials have changed it, so they said no penalty. And the timeout was accepted, so there's no timeouts left.
Ray-Pec still has 2, so if Lee Summit North just tries to run the clock out, I assume Ray-Pec's going to use their timeouts and try and get this ball back, as the wind's picked up a little bit and it's blowing into the face of this Lee Summit North offense right now.
Yeah, there's no wind to start the game. Baker on a roll, a throw low to the freshman, incomplete. Mosey covered by Bilby, and it's incomplete.
Mosey about pulled that one in with one hand, but just a little bit too low. So Ray-Pec not having to spend a timeout there. We'll see what Lee Summit North elects to do here.
This would be a big stop if you're Ray-Pec. Remember, Johnny mentioned they still have a couple of timeouts and still a lot of time on the clock on 3rd down and 10. Play action. Baker rolling, throwing, finds the tight end Bell. First down, and he hurdles his way across the 35.
Clock stops on a 1st down, so if they can get up to the line of scrimmage, not going to be a lot of time burned there, but what a huge 1st down pickup for Lee Summit North. They're on 3rd and long.
17 yards on the catch and run by Grayson Bell, headed to the Naval Academy in Annapolis. Now Baker reversing field and breaks a tackle and tightropes the sideline. And he is near another 1st down. Looks like he has it as he's out near the 48-yard line. Some nifty moves by the Bronco quarterback, Trey Baker.
Yeah, you see him keeping his eyes downfield and just kind of feels that pressure and sees the left side open up. Again, he makes really good decisions. He's not going to force a throw if it's not there. And as you see, he's able to pick up big yards with his feet.
From the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Broncos leading by 6. As now Baker stepping up, breaks a tackle, now weaving his way back and going to be sacked and taken down on the play. as making the play is Brokaw. As Baker really was buying a lot of time there, and finally was sacked by the Sam linebacker, Andrew Brokaw.
Again, you see the pressure up front by the Ray-Pec defensive line, only rushing 4 guys, and Baker's doing everything he can to extend the play, and I'm sure his coach is just telling him, just go ahead and throw that ball away, stop that clock, keep us going in the right direction.
Loss of 13, though. Back to the 35-yard line as the clock winding out on your second quarter as here's Krotz up the middle and Ray-Pec all over it for a short gain. And that should be it, as looks like storms blowing into the stadium here as we get ready for homecoming festivities. And we have reached halftime. Lee Summit North leading 13-7 over their Suburban Gold Conference rivals, Ray-Pec. But this should be an interesting second half between these two old rivals, Lee Summit North and Ray-Pec, as Ray-Pec getting that late score on that 30-yard touchdown pass to Carr. And thought their goose was cooked there. They were really struggling, but I'll tell you what, able to complete the pass, and they're back in it as we check in now with Bethany.
Coach, aggressive play calling on 4th down worked a little bit for you, also fell short. Is aggressive being the mindset for you right now?
It is. You know, let's go play football. I made a mistake on that last one. Cost us a touchdown, but we got a whole second half. It's a good football team over there, so it's competition. I love it.
What are you going to tell your guys in the halftime locker room?
Keep playing. Just keep playing, keep hammering away, and stay disciplined. You know, it'll get chippy a little bit. We got to keep it cool. Just keep playing.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Back with Hy-Vee at the half. 13-7 your score. Lee Summit North on their homecoming night leading Ray-Pec. As part of our Hy-Vee at the half, we'll have numbers, highlights, and homecoming festivities on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Fans getting ready for the start of the third quarter on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. Kevin White, Bethany Bowman, and Johnny Beck and our entire Spectrum Sports crew ready for the action as Lee Summit North to kick to Ray-Pec. Ray-Pec going to try to rally on the road tonight. Carr deep back, who has the touchdown. And Ardito await the Simpson kick. And it looks like the Broncos will have the wind at their back. As there's Nick Carr, who had that 30-yard touchdown reception that got the Panthers right back in this ball game.
Simpson's going to be kicking with pretty strong wind behind his back, so I assume this is going to be a touchback to start the second half.
Just get it up in the air, and yeah, you're right, Johnny. He bombs this one through the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dombrowski has the fumble on the sack, but also has a touchdown pass. So Xander in the offense under Nick Janes, who handles the Panther offense, come out on the field. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Looks like it'll be Fager in the backfield. Also Carr, they're doing that double wing look that they like to do. Fager and Carr, one back in the backfield. And this will be Fager, and Mr. No Nonsense just lowers his head and shoulders and gets a nice gain on 1st down as he'll get about 7 yards. Thomas Fager. Brother Philip was the main running back last year.
Yeah, like you said, Fager, no nonsense, just taking that ball one cut up the field. Anytime you're running from that tight wing formation, you got a lot of guys in the box, and as a running back, you don't have a lot of time to dance around.
Tucker Miller is the fullback. He's normally their tight end. Now Fager in trouble, and how about the spinning stop by, is that Trevor Taylor? Wow, the big guy got through there in a heartbeat, and Fager is shaken up.
Well, you see Taylor right here, just beats his block. Just takedown, and looks like Fager landed a little awkwardly.
That's going to be a loss back to the 25-yard line. Now 3rd down. Dombrowski looking down the field for Doss. Goes up and gets it. Nice catch at the 45 for the 1st down. And Jaden Doss will celebrate as it goes for 20 yards and a 1st down for the Otis Taylor Award winner, Jaden Doss.
Yeah, we see our first pass of the 2nd half into the win, and Dombrowski does a good job of getting that ball up in the air. Doss kind of feels that ball kind of floating, so he does what any good receiver does. Go get that ball at a tie point, bring it down, and big 3rd down conversion there to keep the drive alive.
Beasley had the coverage. It's a 1st down catch. Nick Carr, and he gets whacked. He gets it across the 45 near the 47-yard line. A hard hit there for Carr. Shakes it off and heads back to the huddle, but he has the only score, a 30-yard touchdown reception, but some hard contact here. Boom.
Hey, you see some friendly fire there at Lee Summit North.
Good point, Johnny. That 2 guys on the same team there colliding. Maybe Carr ducked the heavy contact. 2nd down and 9. Panthers, Miller, tight end in motion. They go outside. Miller diving attempt incomplete. Wouldn't have been much of a gain, but Miller makes a nice attempt there.
Hodge does a good job on the coverage there, not really allowing Dombrowski to get that ball where it needs. And you see Hodge just fighting that ball out of Miller's arms. And good attempt there to bring that ball in, but referee in good position there to see the ball hit the turf.
Fans turning up the noise on 3rd down and long. Carr in the backfield. Fager still on the sidelines after he was shaken up. Dombrowski going to look deep down the field, and Jaden Doss stopped his route, got his hands on it, and then dropped it. Incomplete. So the old back shoulder throw to Jaden Doss, but he can't reel this one in.
And again, going to their playmaker on offense, and you see Doss does a good job, just not able to get those hands completely on it, and he knows it as he.
Let's check in with Bethany.
Guys, as you mentioned, I was down there in the huddle before that 2nd half opening kickoff, and assistant coach Deron Washington told the guys, this sets the tone for the entire game. The rest of the half here, how you start this 2nd half is how we're going to play this game. And so I think for Lee Summit North, getting a stop there is huge. That's exactly what they wanted. Back to you guys.
Carr on 4th down and 9, punts it down to Blaney from the 14-yard line. Good first move there by Blaney. And did he go out of bounds? Apparently not. The whistle not blowing, and Blaney with a nice return across the 45-yard line. .24 yards on the return. And it's good field position now for Lee Summit North, as they'll have it at the 47-yard line.
Well, we saw Blaney let that ball hit the turf, allowing his blockers to kind of get set up, and tiptoes his way up the sideline, but big return there to set up Lee Summit North offense.
Play action for Trey Baker. Quick pass caught by the tight end, Grayson Bell. And he's got a 1st down inside the 40-yard line of Ray Peck. So Bobby Bell, his grandson, is making some plays at tight end tonight for the Broncos.
And he's a big-time target out there, but you see how well he can move in space as he Gets turned, gets upfield. Good open field tackle there.
Headed to the Naval Academy, wants to be a naval aviator. Here's Blaney, had the long punt return and the catch, and turns it up before Ardito, the free safety, knocks him down near the 32-yard line, a gain of 6. So Blaney with that nice punt return and a little shaken up after this play. And that 33-yard punt return. Let's see if he's okay. He went to the sideline. This is a hard hit by Ardito coming over here. Kind of landed on top of him there, and he kind of grabbed his head there, so hopefully he's okay. Spotted at the 32, second down and short. Blaney has a touchdown catch tonight. Klotz to the edge, and safety misses him. The linebacker's able to collect him. Coming there to make the stop was Bilby. And now it's going to be, let's see, it should be enough for the first down. As he just got it across the first down marker to Klotz. Klotz, a very physical runner, averaged about 4 yards per carry. Baker is a more dynamic runner, but we'll rotate these guys. They'll even run in Howes, the little gadget guy at 145 pounds. And then you'll see Mosey as the Wildcat. Here's Klotz, the north-south guy, to the 24 for a gain of 3 for Logan Klotz.
On cue, Howes jogs into the game, so they're just keeping these guys fresh. And anytime that you've got weapons like that on the offensive side of the ball, you put a lot of pressure on the defense to either make some substitutions or better be in good shape.
Howes in the pistol set behind Baker. And Baker scrambling, throwing, looking for Blaney. Blaney lays out. Did he make the catch? Yes! Touchdown! Devin Blaney! He goes horizontal to the ground, and he makes the touchdown catch. 24 yards, his second of the night, his 4th of the season.
Again, Trey Baker just staying patient, keeping his eyes downfield. We've seen it a couple times in the first half, but right there just gets the ball out, and Blaney with just a heck of a catch.
Simpson with the extra point try. He is now 2 for 3. What a play by Devin Blaney, a wide receiver for the Broncos.
You see here, Baker's going through his reads and then sees Blaney kind of put that arm up, and he's got his guy beat. Baker throws the ball the only place that he could throw it, so it's either going to be an incomplete pass or a touchdown, and we see Blaney just sell out. You see the double move there. Again, those two were on the same page. When in doubt, just turn upfield. Heck of a play. We saw the big punt return. You see capped off with the touchdown catch. Five plays, 53 yards. Capped off with that 24-yard touchdown pass. Trey Baker. Devin Blaney. Summon North gains that momentum. Up 20-7 down the third quarter. You see there, 6 receptions, 63 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Take a look again here. Again, Baker does a good job of setting his feet, getting some air under that ball, and what great concentration as that ball's almost sliding through his fingertips. He's able to haul it in and play of the game right there.
Simpson, the wind at his back, will get it into the end zone for a touchback. Ardito tried to deke the referee there, not going for it, on the 20-yard line on the touchback. And Well, it was Blaney with the punt return, Blaney with the TD catch. 83 big on that last sequence. As now the Broncos up 20-7. See what the Ray-Pec offensive brain trust can come up with. Coach Janes and the offense.
Still plenty of time to go on the clock. You know you're down a couple of scores, so you're just telling your guys, the offensive huddle, you got to stay patient. No stupid penalties. Don't shoot ourselves in the foot. Try and get this ball moving down the field.
Dombrowski in the offense, out on the field.
Keep an eye on number 5, Jaden Dawson. Gone to him past couple drives.
Toss sweep, Carr to the edge. Carr backing his way near the 25, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
And you've seen that play a couple times by Ray-Pec. They do a really good job on the outside. We just talked about Jaden Doss catching balls. Does a good job on the crack back there. Legal hit. Didn't try to do anything. Allows his ball carry to get to the outside. And just love to see these receivers that take pride in blocking and helping their team out any way that they can.
Down in 5. Dombrowski in trouble. Wheels away from the pressure. Throws and going to be intercepted near the sidelines. Coming up with the interception is Cade Williams. And he got 2 feet in. Turnover number 2 by the Panthers. And this is a costly one deep in your own territory. Dombrowski scrambling, buying time, and then Cade Williams with the INT.
And you see here at the end, Owen Cole, he's tracking down Dombrowski and kind of gets him off balance, and you see there, not able to get that ball over the defender's head. It's definitely something that, you know, you're going to talk to your young quarterback about, is you got to make sure you just live to play another down. You turn the ball over on this side of the field, you're just giving the other team a good opportunity. And you know, I know you're trying to make a play, and it's definitely a learning experience right now.
See if they go for the throw, try to throw to the end zone. Instead, we've got early movement. Officials led by Kyle Slusher will huddle and decide.
Dead ball, illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Look at the right side of the line. Yeah,
looked like the center just moved the ball.
Yeah, the center, yeah, just.
Yeah, there's a fumble, but obviously once the ref blows the ball dead, they're still discussing a little bit of.
Well, according to the down markers, it's 1st and 15. Coach Martin saying that was a fumble and we got the football. Officials are talking with Coach Martin now. And that's the face of a coach that doesn't really like the explanation he got. As Lee Summit North will maintain possession. It'll be 1st and 15 back to the 33-yard line after the interception by Dombrowski. Running play, and And this is Howes, the little quick back. And Howes, like the water bug out there as he dashes inside the 20-yard line. Tanner Howes.
And you see as he changes direction, he doesn't lose any speed. He's just so low to the ground. You see those feet keep moving and able to elude a couple of those guys. And I mean, when he's eluding them, they're not even getting contact. So shows you how quick Howes is out there and how dynamic of a runner he is.
He got 13 of the 15, so it'll be second down and short, just like that. Howes will get another touch. Quickly to the edge using the stiff arm. Ardito will not like that as Ardito flips him down with the help of a teammate, but it is a first down run by Tanner Howes. This guy goes 5'7", 145, just a sophomore. Oof, stiff arm to the face there. On the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 now for the Broncos, trying to take advantage of the interception and give themselves some definite breathing room here in the second half. Play action, Baker rolling and throwing at the feet this time of the intended target. That is Jarrell Griffin, the H-back. Pressure up the middle there by Brokaw, the linebacker, the Sam linebacker. Baker had to get rid of it.
Well, you saw Brokaw charging down on Trey Baker, and Trey Baker makes the right decision. Nothing there. Just throw the ball at the feet of your receiver, but give Brokaw credit there for forcing the incomplete pass.
This is that bunch set with the offensive lineman in the middle of the diamond or bunch set to the right of the quarterback. They'll throw it to Blaney. Blaney gets around the defenders, fighting inside the 5-yard line. It'll be just a little bit short. It's going to be a third down and short, but this play has worked marvelously for this team tonight. Blaney with some great moves. The blocking wasn't as good this time.
Yeah, and he wants the ball back again. He wants the same play, but you know, you see the setup there. He does a good job of getting outside. You know, you see a couple of these Ray Peck defenders kind of pointing fingers on who has outside leverage.
That was a gain of 9. It'll be third down and a yard. Long yard, short 2, according to the scoreboard. As here's Baker, cuts it back into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. So they take advantage of the interception with a Quinn Baker 3-yard touchdown run. Baker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, the junior tailback. And Simpson with a PAT. It is good, and breathing room on homecoming now for the Broncos as they're up 27-7 late in the 3rd quarter.
Quincy Baker here. One cut, good job up front by those offensive linemen. See a couple pancake blocks, and we talked about how good this East Summit North offensive line is, and we see it right there. You know, everybody knows that they're going to run the ball there on 3rd and short near the goal line. There, Quincy Baker doing a good job of finding that end zone, and again, starting to pad that lead a little bit. Quick drive, 5 plays, 28 yards. Took 133 off. Took full advantage of that interception.
Like the winds have subsided a bit. So might get a return here. Simpson really gets into this kick. Nick Carr and Jack Ardito have moved up on the field. The wind has really settled down. And well, that's a good one by Simpson. 5 yards deep, so First and 10 from the 20. Now the short field set up by the Cade Williams interception on an ill-advised throw by Dombrowski.
You see Dombrowski just trying to make a play. Fortunate there on that turnover, and then you see Howes. We talked about him earlier in the game, how tough he is to bring down, and he sets up that Quincy Baker touchdown run. But again, we've seen how many guys on Lee Summit North offense touch the ball and have impact in this game so far.
Jet sweep, reverse now to Riddell from Doss. Flag is down. Riddell down the sidelines. And he will take it the distance, but it looks like it's coming back with a penalty flag coming up on Ray Peck. So on paper right now, with a big eraser next to it, is Riddell on the reverse, 80 yards. But like I said, Jaden, the eraser's waiting for you. Might have been the holding penalty he called.
The left guard and left tackle move simultaneously to draw the offsides and then the holding penalty, and all for naught.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation on the offense. That penalty is declined. Holding on the offense. That penalty is accepted. 10 yards from the original line. Still first down.
So they take the more damaging of the 2 penalties, and that's the holding penalty. It'll be back to the 10-yard line. First and 20 now for the Panthers. Draw play. And not much doing for Nick Carr, as they were ready for it as far as the Broncos go. Nice play there by Mayan Windsor, the inside linebacker. They say their most improved player. Cade Williams, who had the interception earlier, also doing a good job. Another one of the linebackers. So the linebackers have really done a good job tonight for the Bronco D.
Let's go, D.
Second down and 18 after the short Carr run. Play action by Dombrowski, throwing on the run and behind his target, incomplete. That was Gunnar Elkins. He tried to reach back and make a tough catch, but cannot. It's incomplete. Now third down and long, facing Ray Peck.
Elkins all alone out here in the open field. Looks like just off balance enough, not able to haul that pass in. Force Ray Peck into a third and long situation here, deep in their own territory.
Trailing by 20 late in the third quarter. They need a spark offensively. Need to convert on this third down and long. Dombrowski throwing and over the head of Gunnar Elkins into the Bronco bench area, and it'll be a 3 and out for Ray Peck.
4th down, 18.
4th and 18 and punting time for Nick Carr and the Panther punting unit.
Pressure up the middle. Forcing Dombrowski to throw that ball on the run, and ball just kind of sails on him a little bit. Force Ray Peck into a punting situation here.
Well, Mr. Excitement tonight, Devin Blaney awaits for this Nick Carr punt. Blaney from the 49 on the return. Blaney down near the 32-yard line.
First and 10 Broncos.
17-yard return. Right up the gut, actually spotted at the 31. First and 10, and Broncos taking advantage of right back's second turnover, but the playmakers have really stepped up here in the second half. Blaney making some big plays. Howes. Quincy Baker on the touchdown run. This is Quincy on the cutback. Quincy, such a smooth runner near the 22-yard line. And goes for a quick 8 or 9 on that first down run.
And you see how quick these Lee Summit North running backs are getting to the second and third level. Shows you how well they're doing up front on that offensive line.
Baker using the stiff arm, and Ardito finally wrestles into the ground inside the 15. But Baker is tough to tackle tonight as he moves the chains for Lee Summit North.
Yeah, just staying with their ground game here, trying to keep this clock moving. Anytime you can run the ball for 5, 6, 7 yards per carry, you're going to continue to do that. So that clock stays moving. There's no hurry on the Lee Summit North side of the ball. Trying to get the play call in, run some time off that play clock.
This is Logan Krotz in the game. Krotz for a short run. Making the stop for the right-back squad was Biondo, the Will linebacker. He was scraping down and made a nice stop. Limit the play to a gain of a yard. Second down and 9. So the Broncos in no hurry. They have the lead. Running the play clock down before they snap it. Trying to manage the later parts of this game. Now they'll throw on a slant and incomplete. As they were looking for the freshman that time, Mosey, he got his gloves on it but couldn't bring it in. It'll be third down and 9.
Yeah, just kind of went right through there. Like to have that one back, but you know, you see him kind of going back to the huddle with his head down, and Caden Green slaps him on the helmet and says, we got more football to play. So I like to see the leadership from these seniors helping these young guys kind of get established playing varsity football.
Bilby also there had the coverage. He thought maybe he could have got an interception on the play. The defensive back for the Panthers. And we're going to get a timeout. That's an interesting timeout. They'll take the timeout. Late third quarter. Third down and 9. The ball at the 12-yard line. So something wasn't right. They needed to burn the timeout. Delaney been the big star tonight with the 2 touchdown receptions.
Mosey with a couple. 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Just the 1 rushing.
Yeah, he had the Wildcat touchdown, but he's done a good job as a receiver tonight. As it's now third down and 9 after the Bronco timeout. Fans making a lot of noise here at the BAC. As Baker going to try to take off and run for it. Great move, great speed in the open field, dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Lee Summit North. Trey Baker headed to Abilene Christian, showed some great speed in the open field and able to stretch it across the line. Cannon goes off, but everybody's kind of standing around like there's a penalty flag down. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, they got holding on the
offense. 10 yards from the spot. Replay third down.
So wave it all off. Let's see if they get a wide receiver blocking downfield with the hold.
And it was the block that Trey Baker was reading the entire time. These two kind of fighting, and
right there.
He got a little clock. Yep.
He grabbed that jersey. It'll be Jarrell Griffin, the H-back with the penalty, and now third down and 19. All the way back to the 23. Double reverse. And looks like Blaney wants to throw it now. Will take off and run. He fumbled the football. Ball still alive, but I've heard a whistle. Why was the whistle blowing? The ball was live on the field there. And now the ref's doing the what's going on here? Yeah, what's going on? The ball was on the field, and let's check in with Bethany. She's right there.
Yeah, I'm right here, guys, and I don't know why that whistle was blown. Looked like a fumble to me, and looked like the ball was still live, but we'll see what they come up with here.
We're doing a lot of hand gestures like, what's going on here? See a lot of the open palms by the officiating crew here. So something, now Sean Martin's going to want an explanation and saying somebody may have blown their whistle prematurely, I think.
I mean, it happened on the East Summit North sideline, so.
Okay. Inadvertent whistle. Okay. Blaney clearly fumbles the football here. And then you hear the whistle right before that. And Rapek got it. So Rapek should have the football at the 16-yard line. Instead, we'll have a long field goal attempt of 36 yards by Simpson. Left-footed soccer-style kicker Simpson, who's missed a PAT. This is well within his range. Missed from 44 earlier. Can he connect here? And no good. And he hooked it. Let's go back to the last play and the early whistle. So a missed PAT and 2 missed field goals from distance. So Simpson probably not going to be so happy with this night, but his team up 27-7 as got under a minute to play in the third quarter, and taking over after the missed field goal will be the Rapek offense. As no scrimmage at the 20-yard line. Delayed handoff. Nick Carr. And Carr gets a defender to hop on his back and take a little bit of a ride. Looks like Ward 21 after a gain of 8. Handoff on the inside. That was Fager. We saw him get shaken up earlier. Good to see him back in the ball game, and he's able to run for a first down. Tackled kind of awkwardly by Taylor. big guy for the Lee Summit North defensive line. That will be the final play of your third quarter. A good quarter for Lee Summit North as they get 2 touchdowns. One by their wide receiver on a terrific catch, Blaney. And also another one after taking advantage of an interception by Baker. Broncos in charge on homecoming, 27-7 after 3. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Big night in Lee Summit, homecoming 2021 for the Broncos. As we look at the Hy-Vee scoring by quarters, and we got the Blaney touchdown catch, the Baker touchdown run, and separation now by the Broncos. And the Panthers going to have to play catch up as the Broncos going to be penalized again. That's been their Achilles heel tonight. A lot of penalties. Well, now actually it was on the Panther offensive line this time. So I beg your pardon, that's not on the Broncos. That goes on the Ray-Pec offensive line. That will not make that man happy, as it'll be 1st and 15. Dombrowski over the middle, finds his man. Tucker Miller spinning his way and has enough for a first down. So they hit the Ray-Pec tight end Tucker Miller for a first down catch.
See the good throw there by Dombrowski. Miller doing a good job picking up that first down, breaking a couple tackles.
Definitely getting several FCS offers. This pass is caught. Gunnar Elkins getting tackled down. So looks like the Panthers down by 20 here in the fourth quarter are going to come out throwing the rock. 2nd down and 4 after the Elkins reception.
Yeah, they're looking to get down the field as quick as they can, try and get some points on the board as they're down 3 touchdowns. Can't waste any time here.
Tempo, hurry up, whatever you want to call it. That's where the Panthers are at. Riddell in stride on the post pattern, dragging tacklers inside the 15, down near the 11-yard line. Big play by Riddell. And they say this guy's got huge upside after a gain of 40 by the sophomore wide receiver.
Yeah, you see the length of Riddell and then the strength and power after the catch to drag a couple tacklers. Big time pickup there, and Dombrowski throwing some strikes here in the fourth quarter.
Guy, limited experience. His freshman year was his first year playing football, and you can see the upside. That big wide receiver that just smoothly runs down the field. Pass to Miller. Oh, the tight end up the ladder, couldn't bring it in. Two players staying down there. That is Hodge, the safety man, a little shaken up for Lee Summit North.
What is it? Hey, you already got the timeout. Go ahead and take a seat. Sit down.
Just got one hand on it. Looked like Miller fell on the safety man, and there you see Hodge a little shaken up. But he's coming off the field. His teammates are coming over. He's shoving him away like, I'm okay. Now a player looks to be cramping up in the end zone. So we've got a Bronco, Jameer Khan. Here in week 4, I was talking to some of the football managers before the game and asking what the chances of cramps were tonight, and they said pretty good. I said, we're a month in. Come on, man. Let's go back to the throw. They're just trying to take advantage of the height mismatch there as Miller goes 6'6", and Alfonso Hodge is 5'7", but
good coverage zone in the end zone. Obviously, Miller had the box out, but Hodge did a good job of knocking that ball out at the last minute.
now going to the end zone, and the catch is not made. Incomplete, out of bounds, as that was Jaden Doss. I think Jaden didn't get a foot down there. It's a nice effort by the Ray-Pec wide receiver, but just couldn't get, he just needs one. Let's take another look.
You see Doss get his head around, and that right foot just touches the line right before the left. Almost simultaneously.
Yeah, let's see. I saw the rubber.
The rubber coming up, and
yeah. So the foot touched outside the playing field first before his left foot got down. And now third down. Blitz coming. Quarterback is sacked. The whistle will blow, and the sack will be taken in by Windsor. Inside linebacker was blitzing, and Dombrowski just had to eat it.
Yeah, and you're in the territory now where you're just going to go for it. Field goal doesn't do you much good, so unfortunate there for Ray-Pec to lose those yards, but if they don't have a play up their sleeve here. We've seen Riddell with a couple big catches, Miller a couple big catches, Doss a couple big catches, so we'll see who they elect to go to here on fourth down, and basically needing a touchdown to pick up the first down.
Now they need to get it inside the 2-yard line. They're currently at the 25-yard line. Dombrowski is going to take off, and he's going to be swung down and sacked. And that was Ward with the sack. Randall Ward, the defensive end, showing off the speed, and Dombrowski will give up the football on downs.
The pressure. And
well, check that. That last sack was by Owen Cole. I beg your pardon, Owen Cole.
You saw Cole just stand in the middle of the field, kind of as a quarterback spy, and once Dombrowski started to move, Cole just locked in and comes up with the sack.
Yeah, Cole was there. Ward came in late. It's a ball over on downs, and the Broncos will take over. And the running back got tripped up by the turf monster on that one. And that is Elijah Mosey. That is the nephew of the head coach. You've got his son playing as a freshman. This is a junior, and Elijah, no, the quarterback got him. Yeah, Trey Baker on the exchange. And he's saying, hey, yeah, the quarterback tackled me on that one. Loss of 4.
Okay, turn around. What happened, man?
Immediately, Quincy Baker in the ball game. Some nifty moves. Quincy Baker to the outside. The angle. Safety coming up. Will not get him. It is a touchdown. Lee Summit North. Shake and bake. Celebration penalty after the 76-yard gallop by Quincy Baker. And he has now 2 rushing touchdowns on the night.
And anytime you have multiple running backs, you're going to have these guys have fresh legs. And in the fourth quarter, we see it there. Quincy Baker just being able to turn the corner, couple moves, and moving over that century mark on the night. Just 10 carries, so these guys aren't having to carry the ball 15, 20 times. Able to maintain that speed and agility all the way through the fourth quarter.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
They have chosen to take the 15-yard penalty with the extra point. One on time down.
So they'll take the 15-yard penalty. Baker had 141 and a touchdown against Liberty. Goes for $153 tonight and 2 touchdowns. And now, after the celebration, sets up a 35-yard PAT for his kicker, Seth Simpson, who's missed 2 field goals and missed a PAT tonight. But Seth likes a challenge. And the extra point is good. 34-7 Broncos.
You see here, Baker just taking the handoff, making a couple guys miss. See a couple guys downfield helping out. Baker able to pull away. Stay in bounds there at the end. Finish in the end zone, but good job up front. You see the blocks by the offensive line, see the blocks by the wide receivers. Not really allowing those defenders to get a clean shot.
Winston, the wide receiver.
Took advantage of the TV cameras.
He's excited.
Just saying hi to his parents or somebody else.
Well, the homecoming crowd loved it. The Broncos looking to go to 4-0, 3-0 in the league and get their first win against Ray-Pec since 2018. Lost the last 2. This team thinks that they can make a run in November. This will be Ardito in the end zone for a touchback.
I think you can run the ball effectively. That Lee's Summit North has. I mean, give yourself an opportunity every game to control the line of scrimmage. We've seen this Lee's Summit North, like we talked about, shuffle in running backs, able to keep these guys fresh, keep the defense on their heels.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Dombrowski in the offense. Give off on a draw play, running room, and this is Fager. Fager to the 27-yard line, a gain of 7. Pace has to pick up for the Panthers. Let's take a listen down on the field as we got the pads still going here.
Donnell Dye with the big hit there, but Fagler kind of delivered most of that blow.
Second down and short. Dombrowski goes middle. Sliding catch for a first down by Elkins to the 44-yard line. Gain of 17 and a Panther first down. Dombrowski has a man down the field. That is Jaden Doss, who slows down and is pushed out of bounds there by Beasley Jr. I thought he had separation enough just to go. It looked like he wanted to apply a stiff arm on the cornerback, and Beasley able to catch him. Let's see here. Goes for 42, but I think he's ahead and gone. And
trying to keep the defender off of him.
Keep going toward the pay dirt there. work for him, but instead it's Nick Carr on a running play off the left side for short yardage. Second down and 8 as we've got a Broncos shaking up. This is the first time the Ray-Pec offense has got inside the red zone tonight. They've had several nice drives. They get close, but this is the first time they've got inside the red zone. So trying to take advantage of that as we got a player cramping up on the field for Lee Summit North. By the way, the football managers were correct. We would have cramping tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it got up in the 90s today. And, all week it's been warm. And when you get to that collegiate level, they stress so much about taking care of your bodies during the middle of the week.
The old dreaded calf cramp. Second down and long, second down and 8 now for Panthers. First snaps inside the red zone for the Panther offense. Throwback pass to Miller, the tight end, with green grass in front of him, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. 16 yards to tight end Tucker Miller. First receiving touchdown of the year, Dombrowski to Miller.
Yeah, great play call right there, play design. And on the rollout throwback to the tight end, you saw the lead blockers out in front. Riddell with a big block. Tucker Miller able to just walk in the end zone there. Touchdown.
Kudron, the PAT try. Ardito again with the hold. And he splits them. 34-14, under 7 to play. The Broncos faithful getting ready to celebrate a homecoming win. Ray-Pec had to go through the air, and it worked for them as they get the touchdown. The long pass to Jaden Doss gets him inside the red zone. Get the tight end going here. As you mentioned, good play design is rolling one way and then throwing back, and nobody is on. Number 11, Tucker Miller for the touchdown. 16 yards for Ray-Pec.
You know, that's a tough pass for any quarterback. As you know, those defensive linemen are chucking right at your chest, and you just got to get that ball over their outstretched hands. And Tucker Miller did a good job of creating that separation. Looks like Ray-Pec's going to go for the onside kick here.
The hands team is up near the 50-yard line.
That big bounce. One of your guys to jump up and go get it here.
We've got 10 guys lurking around the 45 to the 50-yard line. One man is deep. So they're expecting the Kudron. Big hopper. It doesn't really take a big hop. And it is covered up. the hands team does their job. And that was a wide receiver, Xavier Winston. Saw his brother, Yasir Winston, with a nice block on the long Baker touchdown run. They're twins. Winston's having a good game tonight, as it'll be just across midfield now for the Broncos as they try to run out the last 6:54 as we get a water break, I'm assuming, here by the officiating crew at the change of possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure the stoppage of play. I don't see anybody drinking any water.
All right, just give everybody a little chance to reset, I guess. But I want to say congratulations to all the King and Queen candidates. The Queen for 2021 here, Bronco homecoming, Sierra Harrison. And they had co-kings, Connor Nolan and Joel Kilgore. They had a tie for the King in 2021. So congratulations to all of them. Get ready to dance on the field tomorrow night, the big dance, a night in ancient Greece. Here is Quincy Baker with a nice cutback. And another first down run as he adds to his big rushing night. Mentioned he's over 150 and 2 rushing touchdowns. There's a gain of 10.
You see the left side of that line just moving people around, allowing these running backs to roam free in the second and third level. You know, that's nothing against that Ray-Pec defensive line. It's just these guys up front for Lee Summit North are road graders.
Big guys. Love it when one team says they got big guys and the other team says they have big guys. I mean, both these teams are sizable on the offensive and defensive line. Here's Baker making a man miss. Able to fall to the 36-yard line, a gain of a couple by Quincy Baker. Once again, Krotz will come in. Just running backs by committee, keeping everybody fresh.
Yeah, the running backs usually only get 2 or 3 plays, and then they're spelling them. So definitely keeping fresh legs out on the field.
Well, their head coach was a star running back, so
he knows about fresh legs.
Krotz handing off. And Krotz running for a first down before Huff, the safety man, brings him down. Krotz saying, I got grabbed by my face mask. The officials not throwing any flags, but it is a first down run by Logan Krotz. Let's see if Logan's right here as we go down field level.
You kind of see both guys get a little bit of face mask. Defenders do not like to be stiff-armed, so.
Especially in the face. New running back is Mosey in the game. This is Elijah Mosey inside the 5. So the first touch he had, he got tripped up by the quarterback. This time he'll run it down to the 2 and a quick 16. Where it'll be first and goal now, Broncos. Broncos using all the play clock before they snap it. Run time off the clock. Mosey stays in the backfield. Once again, he's the nephew of the head coach. Already seen Jamar's freshman son. And Mosey makes a man miss, but the second one does not miss. Nice job by the Ray-Pec defenders on that play. Shaquille Wilson goes by MJ.
Yeah, Mosey doesn't think his knee ever touched the ground, and we'll see here if he stays on top.
Well, maybe his backside, his wallet might have caught the turf.
Did you see him looking back at the ref?
Yeah. Well, you see that guy get pulled on top of a defender's not down, but it's like maybe his wallet caught the turf there, and that's what the official saw. It'll be second down and 10, or second down and goal, I beg your pardon. Krotz back in the game with the power, and Krotz, wow, gave the defender a shot near the sideline there. Coaches mentioned it could get a little chippy there in the second half, and we've seen some hard hitting in this Suburban Gold Conference game. And now the water bug comes in for his turn. What are they just rotating everybody in? Howes is coming in. Tanner Howes, sophomore at 145.
See if they try and get him into open space here. Just going to give it to him up the middle. And we've seen this offensive line all night. Able to move this defensive line for Rapek around.
Baker rolling, throwing to the back of the end zone, and going to be intercepted. Oh, he went two guys right there, knocked it to Devin Blaney. Unbelievable. It's called, that's just a fortuitous bounce. Unbelievable. Two Rapek Panthers right there to intercept it. They go for the bat. Instead, they help Devin Blaney to his third receiving touchdown of the night. I've seen some stuff tonight. That Riddell all the way down his body catch, I don't think I've ever seen that move. That was in the first half. Now this. Is it a full moon tonight? No, not quite. I don't think it's quite the full moon. I'm thinking you got an interception right there, and he goes right through your hands. When things are going wrong, these things happen.
Yeah, and you see Blaney just keeps his eye on the football.
How do you miss the ball? It went. I think he was worried about his teammate kind of crashing into him, and maybe took his eye off the ball because it looked like it was right in his hands. Like, whoop, dip, dip. Friendly fire, and we just gave up another touchdown. Unbelievable. Big night for number 83, Devin Blaney for the Broncos.
See, there's 7 plays, 49 yards. Took 3:40 off the clock. Again, Blaney now with his third touchdown of the evening. They'll go back tomorrow in the film room and just kind of laugh and shake their head on that one.
As the kick away, this will be returned. It's in the field of play from the 4-yard line. This will be Jack Ardito, one of the speedier Rapek Panthers. The kicker going to have to make the stop, and he's helped out by Dye at the sideline, but it was Simpson, the kicker, that had to angle him toward the sideline and make the stop after the good return by Jack Ardito.
He doesn't make the tackle, but good enough job of slowing Ardito down and using the sideline as that extra defender. New Summit North able to make the tackle just shy of the 50-yard line.
Delayed handoff. Not much doing. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard. It was the big guy in the middle there, Angelo Hubbard. Other guys getting some playing time here late in this ball game. Childress Markel Childress. Pass deflected and incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
I think that was Childress again, who's come in here in the second half and doing some damage on the defensive line for the Broncos.
You see Childress just get his hands up. Anytime you can't get to the quarterback, you're caught. Try and get that hand up. Get a batted ball, and right there we saw just that.
Browski hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Looking for Elkins near midfield, and hard to throw with Jaden McGee grabbing at your throwing shoulder, and it'll be 4th down and long. Homecoming crowd celebrating tonight. Chanting 4-0, 4-0. First win since 2018 against Ray-Pec. Punting unit out. Nick Carr to punt it away. Nobody back to return this for the Broncos. And they catch a break. Skitters into the end zone for a touchback. .209 to go in regulation. The rankings are going to be shaken up coming up. Obviously, when Ray-Pec lost last week, they were number 1. That caused the shake-up. CBC went to number 1. Liberty North number 2.
Hey, right here. But,
I have a feeling Lee Summit North may be making a surge up the poll. Ray-Pec, with their second loss, will take a dip, maybe out of the top 10. They were number 4 coming into this week. As here's Baker. Baker, short gain, stay in bounds, keep the clock running. Is the message from the sidelines. Now there's so many game balls you can give out. Blaney had the big receiving night, had the short touchdown catch, the great diving catch, and then the one ball that 2 guys for Ray-Pec are letting the ball go through their hands and float into his hands. Of course, what about 160, 170-yard night rushing for Baker and a couple of rushing touchdowns. This is Howes, sophomore running back. I tell you what, if you're a defensive coordinator and you got to deal with Baker and his shiftiness and power, and Krotz kind of hits you, just like a fist to the gut, and then this little guy that comes in all shifty and quick, it's got to be a nightmare for linebackers, safeties, secondary guys.
And then, bringing in the Wildcat formation.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about, the freshman, he had a rushing touchdown tonight. A lot to deal with when you play this Bronco team, as they're going to go to 4-0. Ray-Pec going to drop to 2-2. And like I said, the victory formation and the homecoming 2021 celebration about to commence here at the BAC. Good dance Saturday night on the football field for Lee Summit North as the fans count down the the clock, and they are 4-0. And they beat Ray-Pec for the first time since 2018. Your final score, 41-14. North wins it. Hy-Vee postgame coming up next. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters, a close game at halftime, and Lee Summit North broke it open in the second half. Big plays from Devin Blaney, Quinn Baker, the defense doing a good job, and 4-0 the record now for North, and they now get to celebrate their homecoming for 2021.
Yeah, and this was definitely a game you could tell that Lee Summit North circled on their calendar. Obviously wanted to take care of business coming into this game 3-0, but you see how much it means to beat a team like Ray-Pec, defending state champions. So these guys know they're going to have to go through teams like this, and you know, we saw tonight why Lee Summit North is one of the top teams in the city.
Special thanks to our school's ADs, Mike McGurk of Lee Summit North, Kirk Hipple of Ray-Pec. Thanks to the coaches, Jamar Mosey and Sean Martin, for Johnny Beck, Bethany Bowman, and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew. This is Kevin White saying so long from the BAC Bronco Athletic Complex. Our final once again, Lee Summit North 41, Ray-Pec 14, as we say goodnight from Lee Summit, Missouri.